Alright, welcome back. Now in this tutorial, we're going to learn what is called part of speech tagging, right? Which we normally shorten to POS. Okay, alright, so this is one of the crucial concepts that you need to understand with regards to NLP or natural language processing. Okay, so let's get to understand that. We'll first get to understand the theory behind that, and then we'll go to the lab session to see the demonstration of that. Alright, so part of speech actually explains, right, how a word is used in a sentence. Okay, so we are basically talking about nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections. Okay, which are what form a sentence. Okay, which are what put together to form a sentence. So if you have words like, say, I ate, right, I ate, something like that. Okay, so we can say this one is a pronoun. Okay, this one is a pronoun. And then we can say that this one is a verb, right? This one is a verb, right? So that is, part of speech, right? So that is what we refer to as in part of speech, right? Part of speech. And then in natural language processing, we tag these words. For instance, if this is just one phrase, we tag them with their respective part of speech. Okay, so tagging them with their respective part of speech is what is referred to as part of speech tagging. Okay. Part of speech tagging. We have 8 part of speech tagging that we have, main part of speech tagging. That is in the English grammar, right? You can have, as you can see here, noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, preposition, and then interjection. Okay, so these are the 8 part of speech that we have. Okay, these are the 8 part of speech that we have in English grammar. All right. In NLP, we even have more complex ones, which I will show you in a jiffy. All right, so these are examples of the words that are associated with the part of speech. So for instance, Daniel, right, which is a name, is a noun. Okay, London, which is a place, is a noun. Okay, table, which is a thing, is a noun. Okay, dog, which is an animate thing, right, it's also a noun. Okay, so things like this are nouns, right? Teacher, parent, city, happiness, hope, things like that, right? When we're talking about verb, we are talking about actions, words that exhibit action. Okay, so like go, speak, run, eat, play, live, walk, have, like, is, and so on and so forth, right? These are verbs, they exhibit action. And then we have adjective, right? Adjectives are words that qualify nouns or pronouns. Okay, so we have big, happy, green, young, fun, crazy, 3, right? So we can have big elephant, okay, or happy boy or happy girl, okay, green leaf, young politician, young lawyer, young data scientist, something like that. Okay, all right. And then we have adverb, which qualifies adjectives, okay, or adverbs themselves. So we have slowly, quietly, very, always. These are just examples, okay? These are not all of them, right? Never, too, well, tomorrow, all those kind of things. We have prepositions like at, on, in, from, with, near, and so on and so forth, right? Conjunctions like and, right? So what combine 2 words together? So maybe words like I ate, right? I ate the food, right? That's one phrase. Then if I want to combine it with another, then I'll bring and. Okay, so I ate the food and maybe and drank, right? Drank the water, something like that. So this will be another phrase, right? This will be one phrase. This will be one phrase here, right? If we want to put them together, then we need what is called conjunction to put them together. So this and becomes a conjunction. All right, and then we have pronoun, right, which is I, you, we, and all that. I'm sure these things you are familiar with them, right? We have interjections like ouch, ow, great, help, oh, hey, hi, all those kind of things. All right, so these are what we have in English grammar, right? But in when it comes to natural language processing, it's even more complex over here, right? As you can see, let me lift this one away from here. All right, as you can see, so in English grammar we have these kind of part of speech over there, right? But when it comes to natural language processing, it's even more complex. So for instance, adjective is represented as JJ. Okay, here adjective is just you can just see adjective like say ADJ, something like that, right? Which makes sense, but here it's more counterintuitive over here. Okay, if you see something like let's say determiner, right? Determiner, this one makes a little bit of sense, DT. right? It makes a little bit of sense. See adverb. Adverb, right, is represented as RB. Okay, instead of just adverb being represented as a ADV, something like that, it's represented as RB. Okay, and then there are different adverbs, right? Adverb comparative, adverb superlative, right? So you can see how it is being represented over here. All right, we have to being represented as to, right? Now interjection is represented as capital U, capital H, right? Instead of this. Okay, so you see how in NLP it is being represented, right? You don't really need to memorize these things because they are already inbuilt in NLTK and other libraries. Okay, so you just need to know how to use them, right? Verb, this one makes a little bit of sense, but there are different types of verbs. We have verb past tense, verb gerund or present participle, right? Verb past participle, okay, and you see that we have verb non-third person singular present, right? Verb third person singular present, right? So you can see how it is being represented over here, right? Quite a lot of them, right? Quite a lot of them. Proper noun is represented as NNP, right? Singular, and then proper noun plural is NNPS. All right, so that's basically what it is. You see that possessive pronoun is PRP then $sign. Okay, so in NLP these are the how we tag them. Okay, you see that it's written there as tag. Okay, so this is what we refer to as part of speech tagging. Okay, right. We're going to go to the lab session to see a demonstration of these things over there. All right. So before we go to the lab session, let me give you an example over here. Right. So I have let me get rid of this. So I have these words, which is I like to read books. Okay, and then you can see that I'm doing part of speech tagging over here. Okay, so I is a PRP, and if you come here to see what PRP means means personal pronoun. Okay, so I is a personal pronoun. Like, right, like is VBP. What is VBP? VBP is here, right? It's a verb, right? Non-third person singular. That is that's how we will tag it. And then to is represented as to, as you can see over there. And then read is a verb, okay, VB, right? VB is the verb, right? Base form. Okay, and then books is NNS, right? Which is if you go here and see NNS, it's now plural form, right? Because it's books. Okay, but if it's just book, then it's going to be just NN. All right, so that's how we do part of speech tagging. Okay, so we tag these things, right? We tag them respectively. So that's why we refer to as part of speech tagging. All right, so now let's get to the lab session to see a demonstration of these.